Good morning.
Good morning.
We're so happy to have you here today, and it's our pleasure to have an interview with you. I would like you to introduce yourself to
All right, thank
our
you very
audience.
much. My name is Dasaulu Daniel Olumide, a 400 level student of the prestigious Department of Psychology, and by the special grace of God, the president of this great association, FATSA.
Thank you so much. You're welcome, Mr. President.
A
We're so
pleasure.
happy to have you here. So, we would like to ask you on your view. How has student politics been? How do you see student politics in this prestigious university?
Well, basically, I would say it has been a very good platform, provided that it is well utilized. Has been a very great platform. Personally, for me, I ventured into it since my 100 level days. Yes, it has been very crazy, trust me. In fact, I tell people I started politics in UI with Heartbreak, a candidate, student union president candidate that I supported wholeheartedly. And after spending everything, sleepless nights, and then we eventually lost the election. So it was
Okay.
crazy, but then it helped me to learn more and more. So basically, student politics in school has been wonderful. It has been a very good platform.
Okay, so what advice would you give, new students coming in and have, a plan to venture into politics? Like, how do you think they can best learn the ropes of politics in UI?
All right, thank you very much. Well, basically, first and foremost, if you want to venture into politics, irrespective of the level, first and foremost, know that you are venturing into something that will frustrate you. You are venturing into something that the only characteristics you must exhibit is selfless service. If you cannot do selfless service, then don't waste your time going into politics, because apparently it's like it will be a waste of time. Selfless service, knowing fully well that you are ready to give your all. So if you know you are not at that level of giving your all, when I say your all now, I mean your finances, your time, ready to sacrifice your mental wellness, because a lot of things will come your way. So if you know you are not at that level yet, don't be a joke.
Okay, so this question is, from what you just said now, you said sacrificing your mental health. Is that to say that you can't be in politics and be mentally healthy, or to say that if you are frail, your mental health will be affected?
Okay, now I don't literally mean that if you are into politics, your mental well-being would not be right and all of that. But then the way UI has one main characteristics, in fact, it's from the management level, accountability and transparency. It is key. And then you as an executive member, you have a lot of arms, and even the student body as a whole, to check you. So as you are trying to satisfy A, B is coming, C is coming, D is coming, and if you are the type that you find it very hard to balance all of this, it is going to affect you. So apparently, I don't mean when mental well-being literally, but then you must have gotten to a level where you know that you can accommodate, because venturing into politics leads cause you to accommodate. A 100 level student can walk up to you and tell you you are a failure, you are a this, you are a that.
Okay,
You
so
get
basically, what you were trying to say then was that there's so much pressure that
a
comes
whole
with
lot.
leadership, and you have to be, strong and prepared
Very
for the
strong.
pressure. Yeah, thank you so much. So, what role does students' politics play in national politics?
Okay, apparently, it plays a whole lot of role. Now, when it comes to student politics is an abstract of what is happening. In fact, UI is a very good school where we still have a little sanity. You go to schools like polytechnics and all of those things, and then you see Nigerian politics defined, like well defined. In UI here, a candidate is running for a post, and then on the day of election, the candidate is still walking around. In polytechnic, okay, before coming to UI, I went to last polytech, and then in polytechnic, you are going for student union post. 2 3 weeks you are off the school environment, because anything can happen. You get so student politics is an abstract, is a subset of Nigerian politics. So if you are able to do well, one can say you are on the right track.
Okay, so we can say that the role that student politics play in national politics is preparing us for
Exactly,
the greater, position.
exactly.
And if I got you rightly, you said that UI's politics compared to other schools is still like minor.
Not minor per se, but then when it comes to UI politics, I would say we exhibit true democracy, true politics. Because yes, politics should come with violence and all of those things. But then if you check our accountability process, for example, as an executive member, you want to withdraw money, you have to go through A must approve, B must approve, C must approve, and that is the way it ought to be. If you check well developed countries, that's the way it ought to be. But then you know the way Nigeria is now. So
Okay, so basically you are trying to say that we practice true politics.
UI, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. So next question is this: Are you single or entangled?
By the special grace of God, I'm married with kids. Not even.
Okay. Imaginative kids, I guess.
Maybe.
Who is your crush in the faculty? Do you have a crush in the faculty?
Is this meant to be a question? Well, okay. Yes. The faculty is my crush. I love Fata.
Nice one. I see what you're doing
I
there.
love
I see
Fata
what you're doing
so
there.
much.
But then we don't mean factor. We mean a human being, an existing human being.
Now, one thing that God has blessed this faculty with is beautiful girls.
Okay.
So I can apparently say all the girls are my crush because they are all beautiful.
Okay. So your standard for having a crush is beauty, I guess.
Maybe part.
Okay, Pat. That means not all the girls are your crush.
All. All right.
So, are you a football fan or
Obviously,
which team?
a diehard Manchester United fan.
Oh, it's plenty. Which Ronaldo or Messi?
Obviously, CR7, Ronaldo.
Whiskey or Davido?
If you check my Twitter handle is Oluwaye30BG, meaning that I'm a diehard lover of Davido.
Okay, so before we call it a day, we would like to ask you one final question. So,
Alright.
what do you think is the solution to the political issues that Nigeria is facing at the moment?
Okay, apparently, political issues,
Yes.
that term is very, very wild.
Yes.
Political issues could come from the point of policies.
Yes.
It could come from the point of partyism, where you know this person is not competent, but then because he or she is from your party, you just want to blindly push the person and all of those things. Now, I'm new to this, and Nigeria's problem, the only person that can solve it is God. So it's only God that knows the solution.
God is
However,
listening.
I would just want to encourage each and every one of us. Politics, yes, is politics, like they say, but then we should always encourage competency above any other thing. Favoritism is one of the factors that had led Nigeria to where we are today. My guy, my G, my tribe, my religion, and all of those things. So we should always play the game of competence.
Okay, yeah.
This person is competent of this place. This person has the capability. Let him or her do it.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Another question
All
from
right, no
your
problem.
answer. You make mention of competency. Now, I think that before we can know who is competent, we have to be, involved in what is going on. Now, looking at the fact that most Nigerians are apathetical, what do we like? How do we handle this situation with the apathy that is eating up the nation?
All right. I think statistically, I'm not so sure, but then I think this last election had quite a number of voters, more than the previous one. I'm not too sure about that
Yes.
statistics. However, it should tell us that the apathy is dying bit by bit. People are starting to be involved in the decision making process. In fact, using last election as an example, and then talking about competency, number one, there's always a place of track records. This person has done this in the past. Apparently, you can accumulate all of those track records and then project that, okay, this person, yes, we are human, but then you can say, okay, because he has done ABC, then he should be able to do D. Do you
Okay.
understand? So there's always a place of track records for all of these things, and Nigerians should let all of those stuffs like that guide their decisions.
Oh, yes, they will. But what I'm saying is, looking at the fact that they're not interested in political matters, they're not interested in even knowing if a person is competent or not. How do we deal with the apathy?
Okay, well, apathy is coming as a result of the situation of the country. There's this notion of my vote will not count. Some people till tomorrow still have that notion. Whereas it's a lie, because you ask yourself a question: why is it that politicians then pay if your votes don't count? They can as well just say, let's rig the election, and but then you see them coming even to the polling unit to pay and all of those things. Shey you get? So on the issue of apathy, I think a proper reorientation will help, because once if you have the mentality, the notion of, oh, since my vote does not count, then I shouldn't be involved, then the situation will remain the same. But the moment it starts from me and I pass it on to others to say, oh, let's go out to vote, let us do this, let us involve ourselves, then if every imagine we are a 250 million, imagine if 200 million just say yes, we want to do this. Trust me, we are on a track for change.
Thank you so much. I am glad you voiced out your opinion, and I pray that people listening will learn from all you've said. Thank you so much. We are grateful to have you on our show.
Thank you very
See you
much.
next time.
All right, bye bye.